Hany Rambod confirms Sam Sulek to participate in 2026 Arnold Classic Ohio. Coach Hany Rambod still has his finger on the pulse of the sport despite retiring from coaching. On October 23, 2025, he revealed that Sam Sulek would be competing in the 2026 Arnold Classic shows in Ohio and the UK. He also broke down the Classic Physique Olympia pose by pose. The 2025 Classic Physique Olympia was one of the most anticipated showdowns of the season. Chris Bumstead retired in 2024, leaving the door open for a new champion to emerge. Ultimately, it came down to a three-way battle between favorites Ramon Queiroz, Mike Sommerfeld, and Terence Ruffin. Finally, Queiroz raised his hand, marking the beginning of a new era in classic physique. He has already expressed his desire to retain the title for the next 5 years before moving on to the men's open. Sulek, who is set to make his professional debut in a few months, watched the event from the sidelines. Hany Rambod says Sam Sulek will compete at AC Ohio and UK 2026, analyzes Classic Physique Olympia Top 3. In the video, Rambod confirmed that Sam Sulek will make his IFBB Pro League debut at the 2026 Arnold Classic in Ohio. A few weeks later, he will also compete at the 2026 AC UK event. I just got some news that I'd like to share with you as well. Obviously, it was a crazy Olympia weekend, but speaking of the Arnold Classic coming up, and speaking of classics, Sam Sulek has decided to do not only the Arnold Classic in Ohio, but also in the UK. It's going to be interesting to see how Sam might perform against men like these gentlemen. It's hard to say, I don't know if the champion Ramon Dino is going to do the Arnold or not. Chances are, I think he'll probably sit back and take a little break, he said. Common. Returning to the Olympia breakdown, Rambod first took a closer look at the front double biceps pose, revealing who had the edge between Ruffin, Sommerfeld, and Queiroz. I think one thing I didn't like about Ramon in this pose was the fact that his briefs were down to his waist. I don't think it does him justice. If you look at Mike and Rough Diesel, they both wear V-shaped shorts, which means it creates more hips thanks to your quad sweep. I feel like Ramon doesn't have that. In the side box, Rambod detailed how Queiroz and Ruffin could improve this pose to make it a muted photo. In this picture, again, when this picture was taken, I don't see Ramon twisting his upper body enough. What I would like to see is more outward twist, he said. Common. You've got Mike here, these nice hamstrings, really good shoulders, really good chest on all three. The only thing I see here is I'd like to see Terence with bigger hamstrings. As for abs and thighs, Rambod was impressed with Sommerfeld's physical condition, noting that all three contenders had strong midsections. Mike has striations in his quads, nice separation, Terence, same thing. They all have very good midsections. Rambod believes Sommerfeld's hamstrings look strained in the rear double biceps pose, which could have prevented him from winning gold. As far as Mike goes, that's where he just looked a little washed out in the hamstrings, back, lower back, but again, just a little bit of that icy effect up and down Mike's back. For the classic favorite pose, Rambod suggested Queiroz vary it, similar to Sommerfeld's approach at the 2025 Olympia. He thought this shot was almost perfect for Ruffin. I feel like he, Queiroz, can mix things up a little bit compared to a one-arm bicep. Mike looks fantastic. He's got that crazy V-taper, the broad shoulders, the thick, wide quads, he looks fantastic in that pose. Terence, honestly, I have no complaints about that iconic pose he puts out. Rambod isn't the first to offer his take on the Classic Physique Olympia action. IFBB Pro League Vice President Tyler Manion provided an in-depth analysis of the contest. He explained that Queiroz narrowly beat Sommerfeld 3 poses to 2 in Las Vegas. The Classic Physique division continues to grow in popularity. Time will tell how Sulek compares to the elite talent and whether Queiroz will compete in the 2026 Arnold Classic. Nick Walker has parted ways with his coach, Kyle Wilkes, following a disappointing 6th-place finish at the 2025 Mr. Olympia. Fans quickly noticed that both Nick and Kyle had unfollowed each other on Instagram, fueling speculation that their partnership had ended. Walker's showing in Las Vegas was widely criticized, with many noting he appeared flat and off-peak compared to his usual form. Coach Kyle Wilkes later addressed the issue in an Instagram video, taking full responsibility for the miscalculation. He explained that the prejudging being held at night, rather than the usual morning session, affected their timing and strategy. Wilkes admitted he had never prepped an athlete for a 2-day show with evening prejudging, calling it an error in judgment that ultimately cost Walker his best look on stage. Since the show, the two have not been seen training together, and their social media actions all but confirm the split. As of now, it appears Nick Walker and Kyle Wilkes will no longer work together moving forward. This potential split is significant for several reasons. In bodybuilding, the athlete-coach relationship is deeply intertwined. Programming, peaking, contest prep and mental preparation all depend on strong trust and communication. A split suggests Walker may be looking for a new approach or fresh perspective heading into his next contest. For Wilkes, this was a major step. 2025 marked his first time coaching an Olympia-caliber athlete at the two-day Super Show level. In his comments he indicated he considered himself a rookie in that context. The timing suggests that Walker recognizes he must make changes if he wants to reclaim the top spot aspirations he entered the season with. What's next? Walker will likely take time to evaluate his next steps, whether he hires a new coach, returns to a previous coach, or adopts a more self-directed path. Fans and insiders will watch for announcements of who his new team might be and how his off-season prep changes. For Wilkes, the question will be whether he continues to coach elite athletes and how he evolves his approach in future peaks. Final thought. While there's no formal press release yet confirming the full split, the accumulation of evidence, the public comments about the peak, the social media unfollowing, and the timing, all point to an end of the Walker-Wilkes collaboration. It marks a pivotal moment for Walker as he aims to bounce back, and a learning curve for Wilkes as he navigates his first big stage coaching experience.